Jack wants to use a circular rug on his rectangular office floor to cover two small circular stains. So we have a square, a rectangular office floor. Let's suppose this is the rectangular office floor, and there are two small circular stains. Each has this much area, pi over 100 square feet. Square feet is the unit of area anyway. So we understand that area of the stain, which is given by pi r square, because the area of the circle is given by pi r square, is equal to pi over 100. We simplify this, it gives us r square is equal to 100, 1 over 100, which means r is equal to 1 over 10 feet. So now we know that the radius of the smaller stain is 1 over 100, 1 over 10 feet. The question says that, and each is placed more than 3 feet from the nearest wall. That means the distance of the stain is minimum 3 feet from the wall. So if we have a stain here, then its boundary will have to be, let me just quickly draw a stain figure. So suppose we have a stain here, then each stain will have this boundary which is more than this distance, more than 3 feet. Now let's read the question further. Can the rug be placed to cover both the stains? So to answer this question we need two things. One is that how far are the two stains placed, and secondly the size of the rug. Let me just quickly note it down. We need the size of rug because that will tell us whether it can cover the two stains or not, and secondly we need to know what is the distance between the two stains that we have here. Let's start with the first statement. The first statement says that Jack's rug covers an area of 9 pi square feet. That means if I use the radius of rug as capital R, pi capital R square is equal to 9 pi, which gives me R is equal to 3 feet. So while I know that the radius of the rug is 3 feet, I do not know how far are the two stains placed, because it also depends on the size of the floor, which we do not know how big this floor is. So the first statement alone is not sufficient because we neither know that how far the stains are, nor do we know that how big this floor is. Because the size of the floor could also restrict the closeness of those stains, but we don't know either of the two, so we say that information is not sufficient. The second statement says that the centers of the stain are less than 4 feet apart. So if I take one stain here, the second stain that we need to take must be placed somewhere, but the distance between their centers should not exceed 4 feet. So if I take the center here and if I take the center here, the distance between them is 4 feet or less, which means the total distance between the two stains, which will be the distance between this boundary of stain and this boundary of stain, cannot be more than 4 feet plus 1/10, because this is 1/10 of feet and this part is also 1/10 of feet equal to the radius. So this whole distance will be 4 plus 2/10. That 2/10 means 1 over 5, 1 over 5 means 0.2, that means 4.2 feet. That means the distance between the two stains cannot exceed 4.2 feet, it is less than or equal to 4.2 feet. But here we do not know the size of the rug. The size of rug is unknown, while the distance between the two stains has to be less than or equal to 4.2 feet, but this statement alone is sufficient because we do not have the size of the rug here. So now we combine the two statements, and combination of the two statements gives us what we needed. We know that the size of the rug is 3 feet, the radius 3 feet, that means the diameter is equal to 6 feet. And now if we have a 6 feet wide rug and the distance between the two stains from the second statement is 4.2 feet, then we know that definitely the rug will be able to cover these two stains comfortably, because here this distance is 6 feet while this distance is just 4.2 feet. So the answer to the question will be definitely yes, because the rug will be able to cover it. And so we say that the statements together are sufficient to answer the question, and the final answer to the question becomes option C. I hope you enjoyed the explanation. Thank you so much.